Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Say good morning back. I know y'all wasn't ready for me to jump on here with this bonnet on my head. It's all intentional. Good morning, Cynthia. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Naomi. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Mark. Good morning. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Good morning, Tara. Good morning. I know that y'all didn't expect me to jump on here like this, and I did not want to jump on here like this, but nothing worked for the past 2 days, and I knew that I could not possibly do a coffee and community conversation about persisting and me not persist myself. And so I showed up today like this, outside of my norm. My face is not beat. I don't have any makeup. My hair is not done. Something happened, and I persisted. And so today, guys, like I am going to talk to you from the heart, and I hope that you receive it. I think that I'm not the only one who had things happen in their life and you felt like giving up because it was easy. You felt like throwing in the towel, but you realized that there was something in you that told you that you had to persist. And I'm jumping on here this morning to tell you that, yes, I have my coffee. Yes, I have my cute videos. Yes, we're streaming live, but I had to persist to be here this morning. I had to persist because I knew that it was important that I showed up. I didn't just say it. I didn't just rock the t-shirt, right, of persisting, but I actually showed y'all what it looked like. Listen, it's going to be good today. And so Cynthia, thank you. Teresa, thank you. Debbie, thank you. That's why intentional. Would you do me a favor and share this with someone really fast? Share it and tell them, come on in, girl. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this, because I'm going to talk to you guys about persisting in the morning. Persisting in the morning. We hear there's a great Bible scripture that says that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I'm jumping on to talk to you guys about how sometimes you even have to persist in the morning, where joy is supposed to be signed up and laid up for you. You have to persist in the morning. I'm not going to preach. I'm going to talk to you guys, and I'm going to share some valuable and practical tips that you can use. But listen, let me tell you guys what happened. So this week, if you guys know anything, if you've been watching the flyer, is that I had guest speakers, powerful women every week. And this week we were scheduled to have a panel, the She Persisted panel. It was women that I was bringing together that wouldn't otherwise be brought together from different cities and states and different walks of life. But I felt like I had to bring them together to have a conversation. One young lady, her father passed away suddenly, so she couldn't make it. Another young lady tested positive for COVID and lost her voice, so she couldn't make it, right? Listen to what I'm telling you. Like, the panel began to dismantle, but that didn't mean that I wasn't going to jump on and do something anyway. And so my voice point for you this morning is that there may look like things in front of you that are dismantling you, but that doesn't define what you should do next. Just because something looks like it's being dismantled in front of you doesn't mean that you should stop. Sometimes it means that you should shift. There's a pivot in play that's aligning with purpose, and God wants to prove, right, what you say, what you open up your mouth and declare in real time. I couldn't possibly not jump on here and persist for a weekly topic called She Persisted, right? I went to get my hair done. Y'all know I'm always in my locks. I went to get my hair done on Thursday, and it just didn't work out like it was supposed to. I was supposed to get it done on Friday, and I waited around in my car hoping that the person would call me because, to get it done, and it didn't happen. And I'm just, to be honest with y'all, I cried because I don't really know how to manage my hair myself. So I'm always looking for somebody to help me work through it. And so I had to walk around like this for the past 2 days because I didn't know what to do or how to do it. And I realized that if I didn't show up here this morning, then I was being hypocritical. Hey, God. I wouldn't be able to display what it means to persist, even when you're uncomfortable, even when you don't feel like it, even when it doesn't look right. I had a cute little shirt to put on, some really nice earrings. I wanted my face super beat, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't have any help. I tossed and turned all night, and I went and got this bonnet because I didn't have a baseball cap that was going to work. And so I still had to show up. And so today I jumped on to show you guys what it looks like to persist even in the morning, right after the midnight hour, when you wake up and you have this expectation that joy is going to pour into you. You are strengthened, but the strength, watch this, the strength doesn't mean that everything looks right. The strength just means that you have what you need to persist anyway. I just gave you a powerful revelation. We say that weeping may endure for a night and joy comes in the morning, but we think when the joy comes in the morning, that means everything is in place. Everything may not be in place, but that doesn't mean that you don't have a mandate and a mission and a mantra that God has connected you to for you to flow and for you to walk in. So joy doesn't mean that all things work together right now at that moment. It just means that you have to go in anyway. How many of you have felt like giving up lately? If that's you and you feel like being honest, I want you to say me. If that's you and you felt like giving up, you felt like giving in, there were some things in your life that you just said to yourself, I don't know what I'm going to do. My job is funny. I don't have a job. My kids is acting crazy. My finances aren't right. I'm struggling to feel confident about me. I'm struggling to feel like I fit in anywhere. I'm struggling because I keep pressing, and there's some things that I want in my life that I'm trying to get, and everything I do doesn't seem like it's working. I see you, Naomi. I see you, Venus. I see you, me. That's right, me. This is a new Me Too movement, right? Sis, you're not persisting alone, right? You're not persisting alone. You are persisting with someone, right? There's a group of women in the community that are all telling you that they're persisting in one way or another. I don't care if you show up with your face beat or if you show up looking like you've been beat up. You still need to persist anyway. You still need to plow in and push. You still need to keep going. You still need to take the white flag and throw it to the side, because give up is not on the inside of you. I need everybody watching to write this for me. Somebody say, I'm a finisher. I'm a wait. I'm a finisher. I'm a finisher. I finish what I have been assigned to do. I'm a finisher. Everything I do is in line with impact. That's what I architect. I'm a finisher. I'm going to finish, right? Getting the house. I'm going to finish getting the car. I'm going to finish getting the job. I'm going to finish in this business. I'm going to finish pursuing my degree. I'm going to finish being the wife, the mom, the friend that I'm called to be. I'm going to finish. I am a finisher. I need you guys to write, I'm a finisher. And look, I'm taking you someplace. We're not going to be up here long. I'm only going to keep you probably till 10:30 today. I'm a finisher. That's right, Debbie. Your assignment is always going to be complete. There's a young lady in the Bible, right? Her name is Mary, right? She was on her way to be betrothed to the man of her dreams, right? Joseph. We know the story. And all of a sudden, she had a visitation by an angel who told her that she was going to carry the Christ child. And now, I don't know about you, but some of you go to the sanctuary. My pastor said a long time ago, sometimes favor doesn't feel good. I'm taking you someplace. And so Mary was told that she would carry Christ because she was found to have favor in the eyes of the Lord, but it did not feel good. Could you imagine preparing to marry the man of your dreams, and then you get a visitation, right? That tells you, even though that's the man of your dreams, you have to carry something for a season that may not look good to the people that are watching. Come on, somebody. You may have to carry something for a season that the people that are watching may talk about you. They may talk about you. They may point fingers. They may accuse you of doing things because of the perception, right? But you have to learn how to persist anyway. You have to persist in midst of critics. You have to persist in midst of conversation. You have to persist in midst of controversy. You have to persist, and not just with your actions, because look, I could get up here and go live all day, every day, but I had to persist in my heart. I had to persist in my mind. mind. I had to fix my heart. Watch this, not to be angry or bitter at the people who stood me up. I'm just saying, I got to keep it 100. I had to not be bitter, right? I had to be forgiving and loving. I had to make my mind, I had to shift my mind, not to be concerned what people will say or think when they see me on Coffee and Community Conversation with the bonnet on my head. What is this woman doing? She's supposed to be building a brand. I know, you know what? Yes, I'm building a brand. It's the brand of the Lord. And so if I have to get up here and persist in live action like this, I'm going to do it anyway. And so I had to prepare my heart first. And after I prepared my heart, I prepared my mind. And when I prepared my mind, it was easy for me to activate my body to move so that I can sit in front of here. And so when you persist, right, it takes not just a one-time thing, but it takes a compound anointing. Somebody say, my heart and my mind has to be in it too. Right? My heart and my mind has to be in it too. And so Mary, we're going back to the story of Mary, right? She's just like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Could you imagine having to go through a season of carrying something, right, where you may have questions about it, and people may look at you crazy and act funny and make weird accusations towards you that really aren't true just because of what they see? And this is what I want to hone in for you today. Mary persisted while pregnant, right, until it was time to push. I need somebody to write that. Mary persisted while she was pregnant until it was time to push. I'm going to stay right there in this conversation. She persisted while she was pregnant until it was time to push. And so listen, ladies, you're going to always carry something. I'm helping you now. You're going to always carry something that may start a conversation. You're carrying the anointing. You're carrying a business. You're carrying an idea. You're carrying buying a house. You're carrying getting a new car. You're always carrying something. You have to persist during the carry. You have to persist while you're holding. You have to persist while something is in your belly, while something is bubbling. Nobody will be able to see what's happening in you or through you, but you still have to persist while you're carrying, right? People may not be able to identify what's preparing to come out of you, but you have to persist anyway. You have to keep going. Mary persisted while she was pregnant until it was time to push. And so I jumped on here this morning to tell you that you have to persist, right? And then when it comes time to push, you have to activate your heart. You have to activate your mind. And then you have to move your body so that you can complete the assignment that you've been given by God, the assignment that you've been given at work, the assignment that you have as a wife, a mom, a business owner, an employee, right? Whatever it is. Mary persisted while she was pregnant, then she pushed. Then she pushed. So you don't just have to persist, ladies. There's still a push that has to happen after you persist. And we go back to that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Joy doesn't mean that everything is okay. Joy means I still have to push, but there's strength that's been assigned to me for my next steps. That's so good. I said, I still have to push, even though there's joy that came in the morning to help me get through my next steps. And so the joy in the morning that you've been waiting on is not going to make everything right. It's just going to release the strength that you need to shift, the strength that you need to stand, the strength that you need to keep going forward. And so she persisted and then she pushed. Somebody say, I have to push. I have to push. I still have to push. I still have to push. I still have to keep going. I still have a mandate. I still have a mission. And God is going to always make sure that what I say out of my mouth is confirmed, my goodness, in what I do. I just can't have the t-shirt and the live. I have to live the testimony. I still have to push. I still have to push. That's right. I'm watching you. I still have to push. Christina said, I still have to push. Cynthia said, I still have to push. Naomi said, I still have to push. Teresa said, I still have to push. You have to push and show up even when you don't feel like it. You have to push and show up even when it does not make sense. You have to push and show up even when it's contrary to what you believe you're supposed to do. Remember, look, I said last week, whatever is happening that you are persisting in, it's not happening to you. What it's happening for you, right? It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And these are the people that are pushing. Matthew 22:14 says, for many are called, but few are chosen. I need you to write this down. I need you to declare this out loud. I need you to share this and tag somebody and let them know that you're chosen, right? I'm not just called, but I'm chosen. I'm in the few, that's in the fight of the chosen. I can't just persist. I even have to push after I persist, right? And so when you realize that a work is happening in you and through you, you realize that, watch this, he is molding me for my mandate. It's not in vain. Look, ladies, it's not by accident. You're being molded for your mandate. This is part of the story. This is part of the situation that I'm faced. This is part of what I need to persist in. You cannot persist without a press. And without a press, there is no pour. My goodness, I am about to run through here. You cannot persist without a press. And without a press, there is no pour. I can't be so consumed by big stages and flashing lights that I forget the first love, that I forget what I'm supposed to show up to do. I forget that my call is to empower people. My call is to pour into you, to let you know that you can push through problems, that you can push through pain, that you can push through people who give you the side eye or who flip their lip, right? You can push through it all. You can keep going. And when you persist, if you understand that you still have to push after you persist, my goodness, I'm telling you that you're going to make it, right? You are going to make it. You are going to walk into the power, into the purpose that has been assigned to you. This is a press release today of your release. Come on, I said this is a press release of your release. When you begin to declare that you are a finisher, when you begin to declare that you still have to push, that became a press release of your release. Somebody say this is an announcement for the people that are watching. I'm going to show up with a rag. I'm going to show up with ripped jeans. I'm going to show up without makeup. I'm going to show up even when there's a problem with the panel. I'm going to show up anyway. The enemy couldn't stop me. Their conversation can't stop you. What people say to you or how they make you feel can't stop you. You're going to show up anyway. You're going to show up in fullness. You're going to show up in power. You're going to show up in passion. You're going to show up because you persisted, and because you persisted, your persistence prepared you for the push. Now watch this, and I'm walking you guys home. I'm walking you guys home. Watch this. I'm walking you guys home. I'm walking you guys home. Watch this. So if you work out at the gym, right, what you realize is that when you first go there, it hurts. It hurts. When you begin to work out your muscles, it hurts. It hurts because you're not used to being in the gym. You're not used to flexing certain muscles and certain areas of your body. And so it hurts, right? And because it hurts, right? Sometimes you want to give up. Anybody? Sometimes you want to give up. And so if you give up, you will miss the opportunity to, one, lose the weight that you went in the gym for, because what you there. Number two, get healthy, because that's another reason why you get to the gym. Number three, see what would happen if you stuck in it. If you persisted, then you pushed. And we go to the gym, we go there for 3 days at the beginning of the year, and then we throw in the towel, because it's easier to say that I'm walking away than it is to say that I'm going to press in. It's easier for me to give up than it is for me to go harder. But today I came to activate a group of men and women that are watching. I just don't want you to persist. I want you to prepare for the push, because when you get in the gym, if you stay in it, you begin to strengthen the muscles that you use that hurt in the beginning, right? But because you were persistent, joy came in the morning and you were able to push. And now it doesn't hurt as much when you go in. Now you begin to see the fruits of your labor. You begin to see the weight drop. You begin to see the health changes in your life. You begin to see what would happen because you stuck into it. There's some muscles that need to be strengthened today. There's some muscles, my goodness, that need to be persistent so that you can push. And so don't give up now because it hurts. Don't give up now because you're not sure if you can make it. Don't give up now because of what people are saying or because of how they make you feel. Don't give up now because you can't get your hair done or your face beat. Don't give up now because something happened to the people that were supposed to show up with you. I need you to persist, and then I need you to push. There's some muscles that are being strengthened for your mission and your mandate. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. We're going back to the gym, and then I'm out of here. When you go to the gym, what you realize is after you work those muscles, right? After you're strengthened, after you get through the pain, right? And now your body has adjusted, right? It has authentically adapted, right, to what you've been doing with it. And now you go in there, you're beast mode on the treadmill, you're beast mode on the bike. And so now you're feeling the burn and you're like, I need to be here because watch this, your mind and your heart has shifted from it hurts to, you know what, I can handle it. And then that push came. Am I telling you the truth? And when that push came, you're inside the gym. They give people that are frequent participators something called a referral card. And you take that referral card because my friend Erica gave me a referral card for Hot Works. And with the referral card, it told me, number one, that she went to the gym. So that meant that she was exercising some muscles. Number two, she saw so much value in it that she gave her friend a card so that I can come and persist and push too. And so I came this morning to tell you that you have to persist through problems. You have to persist through pain. But even after you persist, you have to push because there's a referral card. Oh my goodness. There's a referral card that's being put in your hands, right? In the spirit for you to refer somebody else so that they can push too. I came to refer you. Came to tell you that you need to join in and keep going. My goodness, I came to tell you that what you do matters, that people are watching. They're not going to wing it to win, but they're going to watch you instead, and they're going to keep going. I want my muscles strengthened too. And because I saw Christy persist, because I saw Teresa persist, because I saw Tara persist, because I saw Cynthia persist, because I saw Naomi persist, they pulled up and they gave me a referral card and they said, sis, you can persist too, because the weeping that endured for a night and the joy that came in the morning doesn't mean that everything is fine. It means that my joy, which is my strength in the Lord, was given to me so that I can push after I persisted. My goodness. I'm winging it today, guys. No notes. I'm jumping on here to tell you and to show you what it looks like to persist anyway. To show up even when you don't feel like it, to show up when you're not comfortable with the presentation that you're putting out in front of the people, but to persist. Because if I could not persist right in front of the people, I couldn't persist by proclamation out loud from my mouth or on a t-shirt. You can't just wear it. You have to walk in it. Whew. You can't just wear it. You have to walk in it. And so for all of you that purchased your She Persisted shirts, I just picked them up last night. They're going out this weekend. You can't just wear the shirt. You have to walk in it. You have to walk in it. Even if you're in your bonnet, even if everybody's not on your side, you have to walk in it. You are powerful. You have been fearfully and wonderfully made. There is more in you that you have discovered. And I hope that this message this morning activates you, not to just persist, but to realize there's a push that happens after the persist. And y'all know me. I'm not responsible how my face does when you talk, that's how I feel about a bunch of people. So I had to get my heart right. I hope you receive it. I hope you receive it. I hope you receive that you just can't persist. You have to push. You know, last week we had Dr. Cherie Good that said, cling tightly to your support system. Those are your referrals. She said that you have to look for ways, right, to turn the pain into a mission. Dr. Shamika Dean talked about how you succeed is based on how you start, your finish. Your flow will keep you connected, consistent, and committed. But your framework today requires fight, fortitude, and freedom. Fight to keep going. Fortitude, fight to persist. Fortitude to push, and the freedom to show up, even if it's like this, and not care, because you are a finisher. My goodness. You are a finisher. You are a finisher. You are a finisher. You are a finisher. Guys, look, that's what I have for you today for Coffee and Community Conversation. I am so encouraged that you showed up. I appreciate you. I'm encouraged. I just got to keep it 100. I'm encouraged that I showed up because I didn't want to show up. My friend Angela is out of town, so she's not up here right now. But I looked for every excuse in the world to just say, you know what, I just got to tell them I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do Coffee and Community Conversation. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go outside. Watch this. I have filmings for conferences. For the past 2 days, I had filmings for conferences that I had to cancel because I didn't have my hair done, and they wouldn't let me just put a picture on the screen. I've had to pray for people who were supposed to be on my panel who suffered instant loss from their dad, their mom, or young lady who got COVID, and that they're keeping in a hospital that lost her voice. And God said to get up and persist. 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 And I just want you to know that whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're experiencing in your life, whatever fight that you had to face, and the fortitude that you don't feel like you have, it's there. It's in you. Persist. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on what's been assigned you. Don't give up on your dreams. I don't know who this is for, but don't give up on your dreams. It's happening. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on the opportunities that you know are ahead of you. Don't give up because people made you feel like you're not good enough, or made you feel like that you're not a friend or they're not a friend. Persist. There's a group of people and women that are going to love you, and they're going to cover you, and they're going to intercede and pray for you. They're going to be there for you. Persist, and then still push. My goodness. Persist. Don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on the people in your life that you trust. But most importantly, don't give up on you. Look, if you want to share a testimony about how you persisted, I want you guys to go to our website, coffeeandcommunityconversations.com. And on the website, you can actually send a quick testimonial and the contact us link to talk and share about a time that you had to persist. I'm going to be sharing those testimonies next week on Coffee and Community Conversation as we begin to go into our new series. And so I'd love to hear from you. If you want to purchase one of our She Persisted t-shirts, right? Let me show y'all the She Persisted t-shirt, sis, I am she. You can go ahead and do that on the website. For the people that will buy a t-shirt now, there will be no wait. We just got our bulk order in. And for those of you that are purchased, we're shipping them out this weekend, the latest on Monday for those of you who are out of town. And if you want to pick up and you're in Wilmington, just, inbox the page and let me know. But we love to hear about your She Persisted stories. We love to hear about the resilience that you had to keep going. I'm grateful for you. Next month, kicks off April. Spring is here. If you guys know anything about me, I talk a lot about blooming. And so our series next month is all about blooming. I'm going to bring back some of the past Bloom Conference speakers to jump on here with me on Saturday mornings at 10. But the day before Easter, I'm working on a special conversation with you ladies called Tomb Raiders, because I believe that there's a group of women that when they lost what they love, when they lost the man who killed them, the man they birthed, that they had to run somewhere, and they didn't run away, but they ran towards the tombs. And I call those women Tomb Raiders. Christy, I see you in the lodge. Naomi Bingham, Candace AM. We'll have to catch the replay. Love you, ladies. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for hearing my heart. Thank you for not cracking these jokes with my bonnet. Y'all check this out. Like, at least the color's cute, right? Thank you for joining, y'all. Thank you for spending time with me on another episode of Coffee and Community Conversations. I'm your girl, PKO. I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. You can visit us at www.coffeeandcommunityconversations.com to find out what our theme is for the month, who our guest speakers are, and if you want to pick up a t-shirt or product or share a testimony. I can't do this without you guys. I need you to be in it with me to win. I hope you guys go crush your day, but more importantly, I hope that you realize that you just don't persist, that even after you persist, you push, keep going. There's a finisher on the inside of you. After I get off of here, I want everybody to take a selfie, and I want you to tag me in it, and I want you to say, I persisted, I pushed, I'm a finisher. Somebody write that in the comment area. I want you to take a selfie, and I want you to write, I persisted. I'm going to write it, I persisted, I pushed, I am a finisher. I want you to take a selfie and tag me in it with those words, right? Hashtag Coffee and Community Conversation. Let everybody know that you're not just going to be stopped no matter what you face. You're going to keep going. Have an amazing day, y'all. Bye.